Hello, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm going to share with you my must-have digital tools to help you to grow your business. Having the right systems and tools is absolutely essential to take your business to the next level. Once you have the right tools in place, it will help you to save a huge amount of time, which will increase your productivity. And of course, it will enable you to focus on the things that are important, like growing your business. So whether you're an established business or you're just getting started, these tools can help you no matter what stage your business is at. All the tools that I recommend in this video are tools that I use in my own business. But as always, it's a good idea to do your own research to make sure it's a right fit for you. If you're new around here, a huge welcome. I'm Christy and I help ambitious small business owners and entrepreneurs to grow their business also they can live a life on their terms. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and click the subscribe button as well as the bell so that you're notified each time I upload a new video. I know you are keen to get started and we've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's dive in straight to system number one. This is the very first system I started using in this business. It is Wix. Wix is an online website builder. It is so simple to use. Now there are other ones out there. I know Squarespace is also really popular, but I landed on Wix in the very beginning and I personally love it, and of course that's why I'm recommending it. It is a drop and drag builder, so it makes it really simple, but you can also use templates. I personally preferred to build it myself, but of course you can use one of the suggested templates that Wix recommends. The reason why I have gone with Wix and not had a bespoke website built, at this point I'm frequently updating my website, so I like the fact that I can quickly just jump into my office, do a quick edit and make it go live without waiting on anybody else to update my website. I also love the fact that I can link most of the systems that I use back into this website, and I'm going to share more about that in a moment. Tool number two is Active Campaign. This is my email marketing tool. I love it for a number of reasons, but first and foremost, it is so simple to use. I also love it because I can link it back into my Wix website. I have a lead magnet on my website, and the details section is actually linking straight back to Active Campaign, which means that as soon as someone opts into my lead magnet, they will not only receive the free opt-in, but they will also receive the email sequence that comes straight after this. To be honest, I set this up myself, and if you're not sure how to do it, just jump onto YouTube. There are plenty of tutorials on here that can help you out. The other great thing about Active Campaign is that you can send out all your email newsletters, and there are stacks and stacks of templates that you can use. For me, I like to keep things really simple so that it looks just like an email, except that it's going out of Active Campaign. The other thing that I really like, it is charged in Australian dollars. Sometimes with these big websites, they charge in American dollars. So I love the fact that I know exactly how much is going to come out of my account each and every month. Moving along to tool number three, this is Dubsado. Dubsado is my CRM, my customer relationship management tool. I'll give you a quick overview of how I use Dubsado in my business at this point. So firstly, again, it's another system that talks directly to my Wix website. So I have a link that is embedded directly on my Wix website so that when a prospective client comes onto my website, they read all about me, they read about the service, they decide, yes, I want to go ahead and work directly with Christy. All they need to do is click on the link. That link takes them over into a holding page, which is hosted by Dubsado. They enter their details themselves, which automatically sets them up into Dubsado. The second step in the process for the client is that they read and sign off on my service agreement. Immediately, the invoice comes up on the third and final page of the checkout process. So it has all the details there for them. And if I wanted to, I could add in optional extras at that point too, which they could add to their invoice if that's something that you chose to do. So that's the sales process that I use, but there are so many other ways that I also utilize Dubsado. It is the platform that I use to communicate with my clients. So I have what's called a workflow that's set up, and what this workflow does is it automates the client process. There's a sequence that my clients go through. each and every single time. But what's awesome about automation, it means that my client gets exactly the same experience and they're not waiting for me to send them the next prompt based on when I'm available. I know that automation can be a little bit scary in the beginning. There is a concern that it might feel cold, or you might lose a little bit of control when you're communicating with your clients. And I'll be honest, I felt a little bit like that in the very beginning too. However, since setting up my workflow in Dubsado, I must admit what I love about it from a client perspective is everybody gets the same succinct experience with me. So if you're keen to look at Dubsado, there's a link down below, but also you can take advantage of their free trial. It gives you the chance to play around with it, and it's free up until 3 clients. So this gives you a really good opportunity to see whether or not it's a system that you like, and you can really test it out. My next tool is Square. It's an online payment system, a little bit like PayPal. It makes it really easy for my clients to pay off my invoices as soon as they get them and not have to wait for me to provide the EFT details. Whilst there is a small cost to me, it's hugely beneficial to my clients, and I found that it's made the checkout process all that much easier. So again, you can see how this all links together. The Dubsado is all hosted on my Wix website, and Square finishes off the payment. There are other systems similar to Square like PayPal and Stripe, so I recommend you do your research to figure out what works best for you and your business. My next tool is Asana, and this is my project management tool, and I'm going to be upfront, I use the free version of this and it works perfectly fine for my business. Asana is such a great productivity tool. It helps you to manage your workflow, all the things that you have got going on. Asana is a great way to stay organized if you're on your own or if you're also running a remote team. You might have one project and multiple people need to be involved in that project and see what the others are also doing. So I really love the fact that different people can contribute to one card and make sure that everybody's working together to ensure that the project is delivered in a timely way. Even if you are a small business right now and you're looking to grow and you're not quite at that point of having a remote team, it's still really beneficial using Asana. Obviously, it will help you with your productivity, but it really allows you to have a system that's scalable. So as you start to bring new people into your business, you'll be able to help manage the overall projects and know exactly what everybody's working on, and your team will work effectively together. The next tool I wanted to share with you is Canva. I'm currently using the paid pro version, but you can definitely use or get started at least on the free version. The main reason why I use the paid version at this point is because I need to download transparent slides for YouTube, but generally speaking, most people could get by with just the free version. Canva is a design tool, and what's really great about Canva is that it's got lots of templates for you to use. So if you're not particularly design savvy, you can definitely look at the templates that they've created for you. I love Canva because I use it to create the tiles for my Instagram. I also use it for my workbooks, my lead magnets, and I even use it for my beautiful plans for my clients. And of course, I use it for YouTube, as I mentioned. So all of the graphics that you see, the subscribe button and the little tags down below, they're all created in Canva. So easy. I also love using it for creating PowerPoint presentations. So I do the design element in Canva and then I copy and paste that into PowerPoint. There might be an easier way to do that, but that works for me in my business. So many ways that you can use Canva so that you can up level the design element in your business. The next two also tie together, and it's all around promoting, marketing, and building an audience via social media. So the first one of these two is your social platform of choice. For me, the tool that I used to build an audience when I first started out was Instagram. I also had an account on Facebook and I had my LinkedIn account. However, I chose to really focus my efforts on Instagram because my ideal client tends to hang out there. Once I had built my audience on Instagram and felt really confident with where it was at, I then felt comfortable in stepping into YouTube, which is when I set up this channel. The second element when it comes to social media is using a scheduling tool, and I choose to use Hootsuite. There are paid versions and free versions. The free version is perfectly fine if you're just operating off one or two platforms, but I find it really helpful to pre-schedule my content. However, one thing I will say is it's important that you are on the platform when that piece of content goes live so that you're able to engage with your audience. Particularly when it comes to Instagram, that first 30 minutes really matters. So if someone comments on your post, it's really important that you like their comment and go back to them straight away. The algorithm loves that. And then of course with YouTube, it's really important that you're on the platform within the next 24 hours responding to comments. Next online tool is Lightroom. I have the app on my phone because pretty much all my newer photos on Instagram were taken with this Canon M50, and I like to have my photos having a similar sort of look and are in alignment with my personal brand. So I actually edit my photos in Lightroom before I upload them to Instagram. There is a paid and a free version. For me, I'm now using the free version. I did start off with the paid version. However, I'm finding that I'm using the functionality of the free version and it works perfectly fine for me. If you're not really that comfortable with editing photos and changing the saturation and the color tones and things like that, you can actually get presets, and that will also give you that same result of having a similar look and feel from one photo to the next. My next tool is Zoom. I run a lot of my meetings online, so Zoom is essential for my business. I love the fact that you can do a webinar style, but also you can have a one-on-one meeting. If you do mostly one-on-one meetings, you would probably be fine with the free version. If you're hosting larger meetings for longer than 40 minutes, then you will need a paid version. And that's a wrap, folks. I have shared with you my top tools for running an online business effectively. And as I said in the beginning of this video, all of the tools in which I've shared are all scalable. So you may start off with free versions and then move into a paid version later on. I'd love to know, what tools do you love in your business? If it's one of these, great. And if it's something new, please let me know, because I'm always looking for new tools to help not only myself, but also my clients to grow and scale their business. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.